Hey guys, this is George from The Roman Show here at the Max Center for Gamer Expo. And of course, I'm here with Joel Courtney. How are you, sir?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I can't complain, man. I can't complain. How are you enjoying Miami, boss?
I have never been here before, and I'm having a great time. It is just so cool. I got to go to a Heat game last night. We went on the court during one of the timeouts to plug the convention, and it was a really great time.
I would think that you would be known to Miami, especially with the Kissing Booth having so many like beach scenes and pool scenes. Man, come on, that's almost like Miami calling.
I mean, it's very like Malibu and beachy feel to it. So there's some definitely overtures to Miami that's familiar to them. But I mean, here at the convention, people are walking around and just been recognizing me all day, coming up, talking to me, taking pictures, autographs, and it's been a blast, absolutely.
And we'll definitely talk about that in a second, about the Kissing Booth. But hey, I have to start with this, man. You started your career practically with Super 8. And you smile with that because, man, it took you about what, 11 callbacks before you got the call, and you were following in your brother's footsteps. You actually went to California, tried to go into study acting, and then all of a sudden your brother pitched you, hey, go reach out to J.J. Abrams. He's having an open call, casting call, and it took you about what, 11 callbacks, and you finally got the spot.
That's exactly the story. You know your stuff.
I tried, man. Some podcasters try to come up here and say, hey, let me hear the story. But no, seriously, on that situation, how did that feel, man? Because you're the youngest of your I believe it's 4 kids in your family. So how does it feel, man? That must mean you have a lot of pressure being the youngest. How does that feel that you're following in your brother's footsteps?
It's not so much following in his footsteps. We have 2 very different paths, and he started out in acting, and then he let it go. He was not feeling the call anymore, and he moved his own way. He's now happily married with 2 kids up in Idaho. Ransom and Shayla, I love you. Definitely way too young to be watching this. They're 17 months and 5 months. They're really young. They're babies. So it's not really so much following in a footstep situation. It's more just following our own individual path, and mine has kept me on acting and his took him away. And for my other siblings, we're all so different that, I don't know, there's not really a shadow to live in. It's just the path that I'm put on and the path that they're put on, and they're going different directions.
So let me ask you this also, in the sense of also where your first casting was with Super 8, that, for Christ's sake, at being so young, you were recognized and even won a Saturn Award for Super 8. A lot of fans, I'm not going to say anything about the movie because I enjoyed it. I'm a huge sci-fi guru. I have all Godzilla films, for Christ's sake. But a lot of people said Super 8 was one of the most out of their world movies they've ever seen, because it was about 4 kids chasing an alien that the military was transporting, and then all of a sudden filming ended and you won a Saturn Award. How did you feel being on set with Super 8?
It was absolutely incredible. So J.J. Abrams is very much of a dad and a father with the way that he works. Very strong leadership. His set is run almost like a family, because throughout the years he's worked with people and continued to bring them back, and he's put together almost the perfect crew that have worked together for X amount of years now. And so walking on the set, it's a well-oiled machine. It runs smoothly. There's a shorthand between people, and it works flawlessly, which really allows JJ the opportunity to come to set with 5 or 6 kids on set, from the age of 16 to 13, and really work with us and give us the attention that we need and the leadership that we require to really achieve the level of work that we were able to get to. And that was my first film, and I accredit all of that to JJ. The entire thing. The performance that I was able to give is all credit to him and his ability to direct and have a conversation with me at the age that I was at. Because if he were to have a conversation with Tom Cruise on Mission Impossible, it's going to be a very different conversation than with me on Super 8, being 14. So JJ is just an absolute genius.
As a matter of fact, if I'm correct, JJ just came out with a new movie, Overlord.
and I can't wait to watch it.
Me neither. As a matter of fact, it got a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yes.
And so I'm really looking forward to seeing that movie. And a lot of people are even reviewing one of the best action films of today.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
So,
nice, but like, awesome.
hey, JJ, if you're listening, plugs out to you for Overlord, man.
Overlord.
But going into another movie that you went from basically a sci-fi film to one of the most adorable films ever made for women and all teenage kids alike in The Kissing Booth, which actually make a lot of sense to teenage people today because it's kind of like it resembles to them. How did working on this movie feel?
It was so much fun. So Joey, Jacob, and I got so close on set. We were hanging out every day, on set, off set, dinners, hangouts. We were going on messing around. We were hanging out and just honestly, like, we became so close, family status. And working on set was so much fun. Because I get to go to work and hang out with my friends all the time. There's that saying, like, if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. Yep. That was kind of like my experience on The Kissing Booth.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And with Netflix actually being the ones that made The Kissing Booth, Netflix is actually growing as far as their own produced movies and shows, and even for Marvel, for Christ's sake. Yeah. So Marvel's even being produced by Netflix now with Punisher and all that. And so I have to say, your Kissing Booth movie, I actually watched it with my younger sister. Great film, man. Great film. It reached out to me. It actually gave me some hope that, hey, love still exists.
Love does exist. It might look dark, it might not look too like hopeful, but love always exists.
And that's an amazing message that you could send out to teenage girls and boys out there, especially watching The Kissing Booth. Hey, it was a great talk, Mr. Courtney. I thank you so very much for your time. If there's anything the fans can follow you, any way, shape, or form, where can they follow you? Is there any social media?
Yeah, social media across the board. It's going to be Joel_Courtney. That's the spelling if you're looking for it. Yeah.
Let me not cover
No, it's all good.
Name with my big head. So, hey, again, Mr. Courtney, thank you very much for your time, man.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, this is Georgia here at the Roman Show at the Mac Center for Gamer Expo. I'm going to go challenge Mr. Courtney here at NBA 2K19. I'll see you guys next time.
This is The Roman Show.